The gamification of learning is an educational technology approach that seeks to motivate students by using video game design and game elements in learning environments. The objective is to boost engagement by attracting learners' attention and encouraging their ongoing participation in the learning process.
Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the game show of the 21st century that you've all been waiting for. Gamification. With your host, Troll Moon.
Thank you everyone, and welcome. In today's episode, we have 3 contestants that will be put to the test. As educators, will they be able to convince us of the effectiveness of gamification in learning? Or will their arguments simply be,
say it together,
cheese ball? Now remember, this is our 57th episode, and as of yet, no one has passed the test. Every educator that has come on this show has been banned. Why? Because you, the audience, the true, clear-eyed judges, are the gamers of the world. As we know, education has turned into propaganda.
Ooh.
And in their desperation, they have come knocking on our front door. But not just knocking. They now reach their grubby little hands into the gaming world to lay claim to what belongs to us and us alone. They do not understand who we are and what makes our land so sacred, so fruitful, so enriching, and so fun. Gaming is its own reward, not to be tampered with, not to be appropriated and used in ways that are, say it together, cheese ball. I love it. And with that, here we go. Contestant number 1, welcome. Please tell the audience, what are your views on gamification?
Well, it works. In my classroom, we use Minecraft to teach certain concepts like
cheese ball. Na 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 na. And there you have it, another ban.
Say it together,
cheese ball. Minecraft is its own reward. What happens in Minecraft stays in Minecraft. Please don't force your dirty little concepts into a world of freedom, creativity, strategy, and success. It doesn't need outside help or sanction to be these things.
Say it together,
cheese ball. Moving on. Contestant number 2, welcome. Please tell the audience, what are your views on gamification?
Well, I'm not really an educator. I snuck on the show. I'm actually a psychologist.
Okay, something new.
I'd like to tell you a story if that's okay.
We're listening.
One day, a father brought in their teenager to see me because she wasn't doing so well academically in school. She used to get high grades, but in recent months she had fallen behind, spending more and more time gaming on her computer. Her dad thought she had a gaming addiction. So, you know how it is with some young people these days. They face a lot of challenges and pressures. At home, at school, among their friends and social groups, and from society in general. Rather than treat it as an addiction, I simply became curious in her favorite game, the one she was spending lots of time playing, The Division 2. I asked her to show me how to play it, and I asked a lot of questions. What she liked about the game, what was required of her in it, and what made it fun. It turns out she was a really good player in player versus player or PvP matches. But in order to be so, she spent a lot of time farming for the right gear pieces and weapons in the game so she could put them together into specific combinations, or what they call a build, to combat other players who had similar or different types of builds. There was a lot of creative thinking involved in making a build, and it was also a numbers game. You had to do some math to get certain percentages right. And she also had to manage her time strategically, staying organized, and persevere when things weren't working out the way she wanted them to. There were also a lot of people skills involved, learning to deal with toxic players, navigate friendships with others, and learn the code of behaviors that the game required ethically, and also the unspoken nuances of being in groups or an organized clan. She really came alive as she shared all this with me, and I just listened, participating as best I could with my imagination, but also with trying the game out myself. Over time, I casually pointed out the skills and strengths she displayed in the game, and asked if those things were real or not to her. What I mean is that what she was doing in the virtual world was quite impressive. It showed a lot of character and talent. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that if she could recognize those things about herself, then she could gain confidence, transferring those skills to real-life things, like school and dealing with things at home or among friends.
Well. Interesting story, I must say. But now, it's time for the audience to decide. Does it pass the test, or is it
Say it together.
silence? Ooh, this is a first. Excuse me. Can I say something? An interruption. I love it. This show gets more and more interesting every day. Contestant 3 has something to say. That's my kid. He's talking about my kid. And what he said at the end there, her recognizing the skills and strengths she had, displaying them in the game, it came true. She gained confidence, she liked herself, and she took more ownership of her life. Yeah, sure, she started doing better in school again, and I'm ashamed to say it took me a while to realize that school didn't really matter. I mean, of course it mattered, but it didn't at the same time. I missed seeing it too. I didn't realize she was so talented, so passionate, and could show so much character when dealing with toxic people or things in the game. I don't even think I would have handled those things or people in the same way. I'm toxic by nature. I would have reacted to the toxicity with more toxicity. But watching the way she handled it, I was amazed. And she said she learned how to deal with it over time. That it was challenging, but she found her way through it with the help of others. And this on top of all the other practical skills she was learning through the game, some of them being life skills. Look, I'm not trying to exaggerate the matter, trying to force links between gaming and education or the real world like they do in gamification. All I'm saying is that there's so much to gaming, all on its own, that I didn't know existed. You're right, it is its own sacred and enriching world, and I'm starting to think that it could only stay that way if we keep our grubby little hands off of it, to let it do its own thing. My kid deserves a world like that, an oasis where they can be free to be themselves and have fun while doing it. So please, hands off. Ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, hooray, hooray, hurrah. We have our first winner on the show.